what's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the whole train.
Hello? I think we're on. I think we're on. Wait. Wait. Why is this? That seems weird. What is this? Who is this? What's this microphone doing up in the corner of my shot? Steve, is that you over there?
What?
Say that again, Steve?
The shot looked frozen for a second. I wasn't sure.
I think you look frozen.
What? Maybe I was. Maybe I was.
No, I don't know.
I was frozen.
It's all like cropped. It wasn't doing that before. That's
it's
funny.
weird. I didn't set it up. Weird.
I think it's on my end. Well, center your shit up. Get yourself in the hole there.
Center my shit up. Okay, let me just.
Because I can't remember how to.
How about
I can't remember how to squirrel you over there.
No, I went the wrong way. More of me. Okay,
more of you.
Okay. How about that?
How
about that? How about
no?
that?
No, go to the other way. Just put your face the other way. Put your face toward the. Put your face the other way.
This way? Oh, this way?
Yes. Till I can figure it out. I'll end up figuring it out, but there you go. I'll figure it out. This is just the interim thing.
The problem also is when I do something, I can't see what I've done for like 5 seconds.
Right, we're doing a remote thing this evening. It's a little different kind of show, but that's okay. It's no big deal. Jay, are you in here too? Hello, Jay. I don't see Jay anywhere.
Where is Jay?
God almighty.
Jay, that's your cue.
That's your cue, Jay. I'm still trying to. He may be in there anyway.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jay. I just can't see you. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We're ironing out kinks live on the air, and that's kind of what we're doing here. But while I got you guys, let me ask you a question. Do you know what the difference between a camera, and there's a little Steve. We got little Steve. What's the difference between a camera and a sock?
Camera and a sock.
Correct.
And a sock. I do not know.
A camera takes photos, and a sock takes 5 toes. All right. Now we'll take a second and try to figure this shit out. I can't remember.
Oh no, that was a Skype call. Never mind. That was a Skype call.
Yeah, there was I can't remember how to get. I mean, Jay should be in here as well. Jay, talk and like say something like extended.
I'm right here.
Count to 10 for me. Like talk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So you have to like talk for an extended period, and then you show up on the screen. You can't like say like, "Yep," and then you have to like, what's. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out. I've got this cropped, but I don't know what the hell.
Hey, hold on a sec.
There we go.
Hold
I
on.
think. Hold up.
Jay's window is real
Hold on
tiny.
now.
I've.
It's something on Mike's end.
Oh, it's my end. You probably have to go back the other way. I got you all squanched, but that's okay. We're figuring this out. We hadn't done this in a while. I'm kind of working like free radical style. Yes. I don't know why it's Oh, there. Look at Jay. Hey, talk for me, Jay. There we go. Christ, I don't know what. Now you guys are like super big. What a weird program, man. There we go. Good God, man. So what's going on over that way, Steve?
Not a whole lot. Just hanging out.
Right.
I had some winter weather come through, and it didn't turn out to be all that much. But
yeah,
I think the roads are wet, so it's cold.
Yeah, there was we had some situations, multiple situations. We're supposed to have some severe weather, which in North Carolina it means all kinds of things that a lot of people would probably make fun of. But so we didn't think we were going to be able to do this in person tonight anyway. But there's also been a situation where we're probably not going. Jay, you good? It's like Steve's real big, Jay's real small. I don't know what to think about it. But yeah, there has been in all seriousness, there has been a situation here where we're not able to be together, and probably not going to be able to be together for a couple of weeks. Not going to tell anybody's business, but that's just going to have the way it's going to be for a couple of weeks. And so we're going to do it the way we do it, man. And we're going to keep record night going strong in the dong, baby. And so, it would suck because I received a huge ass. I'll pull it out and show you in a minute. Whoa. Got a huge ass box from our man Ragnar from Iceland. And we're really stoked to open that up, but we're gonna hold off on that. It's got some stuff. I know said he got a record in there for Steve, specifically, and some stuff that he wants Steve to some taste again. So,
all right, I already got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, those delicacies from Iceland, baby. Let me tell you what. So,
if it weren't for our 2021 motto.
That's exactly right. Commit to the bit, which means, we're going to do what we have to do, which is why we're on the fucking air right now. So anyway, we're going to jive through that. But, if you guys know, I did have a birthday on this past Sunday, and I got some kick-ass birthday present digs coming right at you tonight for Dig of the Week. Steve, are you doing a soda and a chip as well, or I'm doing it over here?
I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, I
can do a chip because I've still got some from my trip to Indiana, which God, they've been up there since summer.
Yeah.
So I'll do one of those.
And I got some. There's one I don't really want to do it without you, but yeah, it's the only thing I got soda wise. Even though I'm back on the low carb program, so I shouldn't even be doing it because it's a full bore deal. Matter of fact, if you watch us on watch me on Wednesday nights, do a little video game stream. I found my new favorite drink of the year. Steve, I'm telling you, baby, you got to get up on this.
What is it?
Vodka and water.
Okay, yeah.
Wet, like tap water. Wedge of lemon. I put a big ass like pint glass or whatever. One shot of vodka, the rest water, wedge of lemon.
Just water it down.
Drink them all night, and then you're hydrated at the same time. It's great. No hangover.
Session vodka.
Yeah, no hangover. You don't taste it, and there's literally zero carbs, man. I've been digging it.
I think it was last week I made those kamikazes, and so this week I'm just we drank all my vodka, so I'm making the same drink with rum instead, and it's actually pretty good.
It's pretty good, you say?
Yeah, I will say that triple sec that we used and that I have here is skunk. I mean, triple sec goes skunky.
It goes skunk. Triple sec goes skunky. Is that right?
It does. It really does. So I'm just going to use a little splash of that.
Man, we had a big turnout on Twitch this evening listening to some kick-ass records. I appreciate you folks dropping in over there. Actually picked up a new follower. Who was a new follower over there? Weartag picked up a new follower over there. So that was cool. I'm starting to turn this way because I feel like I'm talking to Steve. So I'm kind of doing this thing and like looking at the box of Steve. Jay, what's your deal? Did you find a job yet, Jay? Jay? Jay, are you there?
Come in, Jay.
All this time, we're still telling Jay to get on the mic. Jay, I'm looking at Skype, and Jay's like looking down at his phone, just like he's reading the mail. It's hilarious. Maybe Jay's on like a 45-second delay. That's hilarious. It's not a bit. There's no bit. I mean, we're committing to it even though it's not a bit, but it's definitely not a bit. I was trying to show off Jay's camera shot. Can you not hear us, Jay? I'm going to ask Jay. Can you not hear us? Because Jay's got a fancy setup going on over here. DJ Thunder, what's going on, baby? Thanks for joining us, man. I'm going to get on down with the... Jay says no.
What happened to Jay?
He's sitting there looking at his phone. Pull that shit up. Anyway, we won't dilly-dally on that too much. So, yeah, we got box from Ragnar. We're going to hold off on that. Birthday presents coming up. I did want to say something. We got a lot of folks from the VC in here right now. And something, Steve, I hadn't talked to you about this, Steve, but something I want to bring up. There's this thing. We have been known for many, many years as kind of the black sheep of the VC. We do things a little bit different over here, and we don't, do things the same way that everybody does, and good, bad, or otherwise. And so there's a lot of like threads that pop up in the VC contests and stuff like that, and we don't really participate in a lot of that stuff. I watch a lot of videos. It's just not, we're always been a little bit different, even though now there's a lot of, we're not as different anymore. I'll just say that. But I did get to thinking, there's this thing that pops around every year called the vinyl tag. You ever heard of this, Steve?
No.
No, I figured not. But it's and that's what got my juices to churning. It's a series of questions. Like, there's Jay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what is this camera shot? Where the hell are you at?
My apartment on the south side.
The south side of what?
He's in his studio apartment.
Yeah.
That's the camera shot. Hey, can you hear that feedback?
No, you're good right now.
Okay.
You're good right now.
I'm getting a little bit, but...
So tell me, while we got you and everything's working, while the antenna's pointed in the right fucking direction, tell me what's been going on with you this week. You so look like George right now, Jay. You look like George from the Found Footage Festival.
Thank you.
So, yeah, what's been going on this week, Jay?
Filed for welfare this week.
Well, that took a turn real quick. You're sitting in that fine apartment right there, and you actually applied for welfare?
Yeah, yeah, it's the sad reality of life.
It is what it is, man.
When are you picking up your Cadillac?
Yeah, I'm waiting on my furniture to be moved in tomorrow.
Man, does welfare help with chroma key?
Sure.
Get you to adjust that gain, your
Yeah,
gamma, turn your gamma down, maybe.
it's real simple stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So, like I was telling Steve,
I kind of like it.
yeah, I mean, it's got a vibe. It's definitely a vibe.
It reminds me of the ghost on Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Or the Ghost and Mr. Limpet. So, like I was saying, so I'm looking to get, something we've been talking about, or this past year we started doing is not doing, fresh digs every week, like brand new stuff that we pick up every week, because that's not always the case, and it gets expensive and running out of space and all kinds of things. We've done some things where we show soundtracks and we show compilations or records that will turn people on to collecting records or whatever. But there's a lot of those similar type threads that pop up throughout the VC throughout the year, whether it's a contest or the vinyl tag or whatever. And so I'm thinking this year maybe we grab onto some of those, and if nothing else, we use it for content, because people ask, like the vinyl tags, like what, 5 questions or something like that. And I'm so I don't even understand how it works, to be honest with you. I know somebody comes up with these questions. Who decides who it is every year? I still don't really understand how that works, even though I've been doing this for like 8 years now. But so I'm thinking next week maybe we do the vinyl tag. And so I'll give you the questions, Steve and Jay, and you guys will pull like 4 or 5 records that kind of answer these questions. And I think that'll be kind of neat. We'll try to do this periodically throughout the year, especially if somebody that we're cool with does a little contest or has a little thread working. And it's a good way to intertwine ourselves a little more with the VC. And
Well, we don't need to do 20 questions as is stated.
No. They're like 5.
Well, they say there's 20, but
There's 20 questions? No way. We're not doing 20 questions, because we can't do a long segment.
we'll have 60 records to talk about.
So it says the guys that do 3-hour shows. Like, whoa, 20. We're not. Now I saw somebody do one that was pretty low key. Should be 21 questions for this year. Holy shit. We should start a Grown Man Record Night vinyl tag. That's true. Jay's thinking about it.
What was the first record your mom bought you? I saw that in the chat.
First
The
record.
mom bought me.
Yeah, that was Corey Columbus asked that.
Oh. Wow. Well, listen to my mom's like records. If we're talking vinyl, I
I
didn't.
don't think my mother actually bought me a record.
I never purchased vinyl as a kid. It was all cassettes for me.
We missed it by like a year.
A couple of years,
probably.
yeah. Honestly, I listened to my parents' records, but when it came to like new stuff that was coming out, I got cassettes. It was probably
Steve would probably have an answer to this though.
I'm thinking Credence. Credence was my first, maybe.
I think Chicago 5, the wood grain one.
Yeah,
All the
that's a good
posters.
one. That's funky as
Yeah.
hell, man.
Yeah, I think my mom bought me that for Christmas.
Yeah, but it was long. I mean, a long time before I actually. Jesus, I was in my 20s before I bought a record. But yeah, well, I'm thinking there's some of that. I'm seeing a lot of great. I'm going back and looking through all these comments. Somebody says
Of course, I acquired
metal
a lot
tag.
I acquired all my parents' record, at least a lot of the records.
Yeah, and I don't, like some people kind of shit on the vinyl tag. It's it's corny, it's blah blah blah. But I think it's kind of cool. It gives, I mean, especially if we've never done it, so it, I guess it can be corny if you've done the same thing every year, and some of the questions kind of start overlapping, and it's But for us, we're looking for content every week, and it's not always a week where we go to the record store and drop $60 on new releases and Blue Notes and shit like that. So it'd be a good way to kind of splice in some little flavor. So I'm looking forward to moving forward with that in this year. I think it'd be kind of cool to do that, and we'll see. Eric Bauer, what's going on, baby? Cassettes only until high school and started buying wax. Yeah, when I started buying records, I was buying them to collect because I thought it was. I was already into like DJ culture and shit like that, and that's why I was buying them. Was sample kind of stuff. It was not like just buying music to listen to. It was not that situation. So anyway, I think I'm hearing some feedback, Jay. That's all right. We'll keep it rolling, man. I can hear you, and you're in there. Everybody else can get the fuck over it. How about that? How you like that shit?
I think I hear his curb machine rolling in the background.
Ooh, I just got a comment that off the air that the goatee suits me. I've never rocked the goatee before, like chops and a goatee. I've had chops and like a Van Dyke and a full beard, but I've never actually done the goatee. But I have to have something on. I don't have a chin. I'll just have a big fat double chin if I don't do it. It's awful. I'd went like mustache. I'd love to just rock a mustache, but I can't do it, man, because it looks like I'm doing this. It just looks. I'm gonna go over there. And I don't like that. So.
I feel most comfortable with the beard.
I do too, but this actually thins my face out, and most of my beard was getting kind of like splotchy white, and I don't want to be like dyeing it all the time and shit like that. That's just not. Nate says his parents. He made his parents burn the Disco Duck 45. That's funny as hell, man. Yeah, that's funny as hell. All right, let's move on down the line. So we're looking to do maybe the vinyl tag next week. We'll see how that works out, and it'll probably be done this way. So we'll iron out all the kinks between now and then. Now, I'm sure we'd be a little remiss if we didn't mention some of the nonsense that went on this past week up at the Capitol. What an absolute shit show this is. We stay away from politics on the show because, we work in a certain business where you don't really put out your opinion and stuff because you can get in trouble for that. But I think this and the reason I'm bringing this up is because look at this guy. Look at this fucking asshole right here. This is the Aaron posted this in the Discord. This is the dude from Iced Earth who was captured, John Schaefer, photographed storming the U.S. Capitol. Somebody said he admits being seen in the shot of people raiding the shit. I mean, are you serious, man? Like, and whether you're Republican or Democrat, I think this is why I'm pretty safe in saying, if you're okay with kind of what went on this week, you can skip right on out of the stream and right up to the roof and jump the fuck right on off, because that was just some absolute fucking nonsense. And even worse, if I see somebody from your band in there, I'll never listen to your bullshit music again. And I didn't listen to them anyway. But
I heard that someone from Ariel Pink was also there.
Yeah, what is I don't even know what Ariel Pink is. What is that? I've got an Ariel, but I get Roanoke stations on my Ariel.
I may have an Ariel Pink, like an electronic
Areola. Nobody laughs. I need to pull in a laugh track. Now, there's nobody here, so I just say things and it just goes off into the ether. You guys at least type some ha-has or something. I feel kind of by myself. I mean, because I'm by myself. She is indie. Okay. I live in a neighborhood with a lot of Pakistanis, so Indies are cool too, man. I'm cool with all of them. What the shit is this? All right. Some cool stuff. Man, I'm just kind of drooling over this. Actually, right over here, I'm playing some Godzilla on VHS right over here. And I read a very cool thing that's coming out on vinyl today. Look at this. The show era soundtracks, 54 through 75. This is oh my God. I mean, this thing is enormous. It's all these soundtracks from Godzilla on vinyl. Holy cow. Let's see if new box set featuring 15 Japanese Showa era Godzilla film soundtracks from 54 to 75 is being released on Waxwork, so you know it's going to be some pretty decent stuff. Waxwork always does good stuff. But this thing is enormous. Marks the first time all 15 soundtracks from Japan have been presented together. And yeah, it said click this link to pre-order, and I kind of hesitantly like, okay, well let's see where this sumbitch is coming in at. It's not coming in at a nice, cool, easy $450. So yeah, probably won't be picking that up. But oh my god, would that be cool or what, man?
You know, I'm not monitoring the show,
right?
But I listened real quick. I don't think I hear music.
Yeah, it's playing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
I'm balancing you and music and everything. This is a work in progress. It's a dynamic situation. But yeah, I was stoked to just see that I think I'm happy that exists. I'll never be able to afford that, I can afford it. Don't get me wrong. I make that paper, baby, but I ain't spending it on that. Not a whole lot of stuff came out this week. I don't know if this is. I don't remember. I don't remember this being a thing last year because we've been doing this a little while, where we talk about stuff that comes out on Fridays, which is release day for mostly. But the first couple of weeks of the year, it's been really low key in terms of releases. Is that pretty typical? You guys that know the business a little better than me, maybe. It's not been a lot that's come out, and the stuff that has come out, I try to pick out stuff that not only we like, but folks that watch the show would dig on too, and it's not been a whole lot.
Well, it might be like a lot. There's a lot of industries that kind of go fallow in the early months.
First quarter, from being a businessman, first quarter is always the slowest.
You don't see a lot of local advertising during this time.
No,
because
sir.
People don't have any money.
Very slow. It's always slow, I guess. And so Christmas on was pretty low key. But anyway, or maybe the last couple of years when we've done this, the stuff that has come out, there's been more that really tripped my fancy. But tell me who knows about this band, Cuddy Sark. The album's called Die Tonight. I was not familiar with this, but I was kind of scraping everything I could out of this. And the cover kind of grabbed me. You know what I mean? I've been trying to take shots on covers. So this thing, it's now on vinyl. From the former German capital of Bonn, was the Warlock one of the German. Who wrote this? Was like Warlock one of the German bands in at the cult label Mausoleum. They had a self-produced EP in '83. Finally got their desired deal and presented the first long player named Die Tonight in '84.
Aaron says it's great.
Yeah, got good reviews. Appeared in Metal Hammer. They were kind of popular.
Cuddy Sark is a Scotch whiskey.
Oh, that's right. So they had this kind of buzz, but for whatever reason, they never really took off. They just kind of stayed but the fans were rabidly underground and made their own T-shirts and bootleg tapes and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. And I guess it's been really tough to find this, but boom, here we go. I streamed it a little bit today, and I was kind of impressed. I really dig it, man. It was good. Got that nice. The singing was it was different. But it's a good metal album for a mid '80s metal album. Jay, you ever heard of them? Jay just, I'm out. Oh man. All right, start talking, Steve. So
Mm.
let's everybody just revel. Let's.
I feel like we might lose Jay in the transporter any minute now.
Yeah, Jay's getting ready to take off. Yeah. Keep. All right. So the other thing I noticed, there was a Tone Poet series released, and this kind of brought up. I actually played some Donald Byrd this evening. One that kind of been stuck in my head. I picked up at a Goodwill, and what made me think of it was been watching this cat, the VC, this guy Davis Winchester, and he's been doing these live streams from time to time. He listens to a lot of jazz record, really knows his shit jazz-wise, and I mean other stuff too, but like plays a lot of good jazz and just kind of vibes out. And I'm especially like going to sleep like late at night, been kind of checking him out, and seems like a nice guy. And play some kick-ass jazz records. And he mentioned something about, I was watching a stream last night, and he mentioned something about Donald Byrd. And just so happened today, there was a Tone Poet series release of Donald Byrd's Bird in Flight, which has Jackie McLean. He actually played some Jackie McLean last night. Jay, I'm hearing a huge-ass buzz on your end. Huge-ass buzz. Is that a vacuum cleaner? Is your mom vacuuming right now? What the shit is that?
What is that noise?
Jackie McLean, Hank Mobley, Duke Pearson, Doug Watkins, Reginald Workman, Lex Humphreys. Looks like a kick-ass record, man. I'm not as familiar with that. Like a lot of Donald Byrd stuff, but man.
I think Jay needs to get on the headphones.
Yeah, don't you have a pair of earbuds, Jay, you can put into your phone?
No.
Okay. All right, moving on. Let's get into a little bit of what we played. You know, I didn't pull up marbles tonight, but we got to do us a little marbles game. Let's do what we played, and then we'll do marbles before we go into Dig of the Week. How about that? I know everybody's excited for some marbles. It's a brand new year, so we should start a season. Maybe I'll keep a record. I got a pen over here. Let's see if this... does that pen look like it has resin on it? It's got resin on it. Probably won't write. Let's all right. Well, we'll figure it out. Why did this, Jay?
Okay, can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
But the shot went all like vertichlor again. Did you? Oh no, wait, no. It's because it's. Yeah, there we go. Are you good?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't hear the buzz anymore.
Okay, no feedback or anything.
How much weight have you lost doing the low carb thing? You're looking a little.
20 pounds.
You're looking a little gaint right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do the kids call it? Bougie.
Yeah, you're looking something.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, just hang in there. Make sure you're drinking enough water.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. You look like you may not be drinking enough water.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will. I played some pretty kick-ass records.
Just say, "Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope."
So, played some pretty kick-ass stuff tonight. It's kind of rare that I'm, have full reign of the table, which is, it's a bad thing because I like the diversity of everybody bringing something to the table. But or tables. Where's the camera? Am I looking at one or two? Jerry, is it? There's nobody over here. I just made myself feel better. So played some games earlier, and then jumped into some records and pulled this mug out. Like I said, I feel like I've been neglecting the jazz category for several weeks now, and checking out my man's live stream kind of made me think. It's like, man, I miss jazz. That's kind of my first love when it comes to wax, at least, is jazz. And I think we're getting more into more into the newer rock stuff and new reissues, and it's sometimes it seems like we've gone really rock heavy here recently, and there's nothing wrong with that because things there's an ebb and flow, so to speak.
Ebb and flow.
But anyway, I've really had jazz on my mind this week is the point of the story, and so reaching in the stack, and I'm trying to play some stuff we haven't played in a little while. Pulled this mug out. Johnny Hammond, the Prophet. If you guys don't know Johnny Hammond, this is some pretty kick-ass stuff, man. Sat up on my shelf for a while. I got a couple of Johnny Hammonds. I picked them. You know what's funny is I picked up both these Johnny Hammonds, a bunch of other jazz stuff, and that Donald Byrd that I'm going to play later at the same Goodwill. These were all 75 cents. This is on the Kudu label. You guys know the Kudu label? Kudu.
I think it's a spin-off of Motown, I think.
Is that right?
I think.
Kudu. Somebody will tell us. It says
No, I might be thinking of something else.
arranged and conducted by Pee Wee Ellis. Copyright 1972, Creed Taylor Incorporated. The fuck?
Oh, Creed.
Oh, Creed T.
Here we go.
I can see me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see me too now also.
Okay.
CTI? Kudu and CTI. Oh, it's CTI. Oh, look at Metal Theologian, because that's
What does CTI stand for?
corrective telemetry investigation. That's a good point. DJ Trish, how's it going? What the hell does CTI stand for? Does anybody know? Oh, it's a dude's name. Right on. I never even, that thought never even entered my mind. Like, hey, that's an acronym. Pulled out a little.
Well, yeah, it's got to be an acronym, right?
Creed Taylor Incorporated.
Creed Taylor Incorporated. I just said it, and it didn't even. I was over like, duh. You ever just be like, duh? A little guilty pleasure, I guess. A lot of people would consider Pyromania, Def Leppard. I've had this record, one of the first records I ever owned, but it was like in my 20s when I think I got this when I bought my stack of records and the two turntables and the mixer. I got a little stack of records about that big. I think this was in there with that. It doesn't have an inner sleeve. It's not the best shape, and it's the only Def Leppard I own, and I kind of dig Def Leppard, man. Everybody tells me I need like High and Dry, some of the older stuff, and like I'd be all about that. But this, cover's tore up. I've had it forever. I still really dig it though. It's cheesy. It's cornball 80s nonsense. You know what? Sometimes I like that. It's hang on, let me type this real quick. But and here we go. This is that Donald Byrd I was talking about. It's a blue note. It's a little later. X 75, I guess. Donald Byrd, Places and Spaces. Pretty good record, man. It's a little on the funkier side, not like straightforward, like early Donald Byrd. You can kind of see where he's kind of going, where kind of this leaves off, stuff like the Blackbirds pick up, his students pick up later. It's the, Hey everybody, I'm Donald Byrd. Look at that head. That's a good looking head. I don't know if I don't. Maybe I should set him over here so I got somebody like a co-host. But it's the black and blue. This was 75 cents, man, in a damn old Goodwill. It's in tip-top shape. Blue and black. The blue and black attack. But, jam that out tonight. I hadn't pulled that out in a good while, man. It's good stuff. Man, I got that day. The day I pulled that stuff out, it's when I was working in news. And we were like, the reporter was writing the story in the live truck, and I was like, we're always looking for a parking lot to pull into, and I was like, oh, here's a parking lot, and it's got a Subway. We can get something to eat. Now I knew goddamn good and well there was a Goodwill in this shopping center, so pulled in there and then went into the Goodwill, and there was a stack like this big of Blue Note and Impulse stuff that I came out of there with for 75 cents a piece, and that's one of those. That's one of those times where I danced.
That's one of those things that's kind of going away, though. You don't get the deals like that in the Goodwill like you used to.
Well, I think the deals may be there. Now, what's happened for me personally is, like I said, when I worked in news, I was in 12, 13 Goodwills a week, and I'm just not doing that anymore. Obviously, with the pandemic, and not to mention I'm not in that situation anymore. And I would rotate through all these different cities and stuff, and it just I don't do that anymore. And I think that's why I scored so big so often back then, was literally every week, not some weeks, every week, 12, 13 Goodwills.
I mean, I've scored. It's just been, I don't know, a year or so. I mean, it's like I was kind of like you. I was going around.
Maybe you should change your
cologne. I was
cologne.
out working. And what'd you say?
I said maybe you should change your cologne. Said you hadn't scored in a year.
Oh yeah, and so I was finding them somewhat regularly, but then it kind of went away though. Just I think with kind of the hipster generation, was kind of on that kind of thing, and the thrift shoppers, and
it's in. I mean, it's a big deal now. And that's I'm glad. I'm glad people are interested in records, because
sure.
Maybe that's going to mean it's tougher to find stuff, but that means a lot of this stuff's not going to end up in the garbage. I would rather end up with another collector than end up in a dumpster somewhere because nobody rescued it in time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to bring the value up too. If you want to get monetary.
And some of these people, it's like golf. Where somebody gets really into golf for a month or two, and then they give it up, and they got all these clubs and stuff, and those end up, I think records will end up being like that. It's not for everybody, and so eventually those collections will be back out in the wild for everybody to pick up.
I like buying duplicates and then throwing them away as soon as I get out of the store, so the value of mine go up.
I like buying duplicates and bringing them home and playing them on my Crosley just to ruin them for everybody else. It's a throwback to some asshole on VC asshole, but anyway. So this was today's Elvis's birthday, right? It's also, who else? David Bowie and somebody else. Oh, Andy Wood of Mother Love Bone. But when I saw that, I had to pull out the old first Elvis. I picked this up this is actually a thrift pickup. It's not in the best shape, and it may not be a first print. This was a Goodwill. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Way up in bumfuck Egypt, out in the middle of nowhere, they had this in there. 50, 75 cents. So stoked. And I'm not a huge Elvis fan, admittedly, but because I just admitted it. That's what that means. But this one is good because it's got that much more of a rockabilly kind of sound going on, and I dig that. Several years ago, I would have probably just not even cared. I would have bought it and give it away or sold it or something. But I dig that sound now, that more rockabilly kind of sound. Yeah, Captain mentions Captain's the cameraman, by the way. I'm gonna blow him in. Found themselves watching pre-pandemic movies and shows and being shocked with the no mask and close contact. Let me tell you something else that really blew my mind. Me and Jay were over here the other night watching some NBA. We're watching the Charlotte Hornets game, and we watched another game after that. I'm getting into NBA this year. You guys shut up. And they showed like remember last year when he went for 45 points in the third quarter or whatever, and they've been playing with no crowd, like a blacked out background and stuff, and they went to this shot where you see this huge crowd behind them and the guys are playing like in front. I couldn't follow the fucking ball. I couldn't tell where on the court the ball was. I was having trouble following like what was happening. The crowd threw me off. It was like it was like if somebody held something red up right here in front of my jersey, like this, like follow this. It's weird. Has it really been that long and that much different? But it's already changed how at least my brain operates, to where it was so foreign and weird to see a full ass crowd of people with a sporting event going on like in front of them. My brain couldn't even process what the hell was going on. It's pretty nuts.
It's the new norm.
The new norm McDonald.
B-ball.
B-ball.
Cheers.
We're over here hooping it up. They call me Hoops around here. I don't know if you know. You guys see my Rapallo toboggan? I don't know if Mr. Bizarro's in here. I wore that from him. He's a fisherman like myself, so I found this today. I was gonna pull out old hog collar spinnerbait cap, but I couldn't find it. This was something that popped up in my head. Oh, I know why. I was watching Cobra Kai on Netflix. Man, that's a kick-ass show. First of all, I'm a huge Karate Kid fan. I mean, who's not? But there's a scene where they're talking about rats, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, we haven't played Rat in a long time. A little Out of the Cellar. Kick out. I played the side that doesn't have Round and Round on it, which is pretty cool, man. I've not listened to this in a long time. Matter of fact, I lost this record. You guys ever have those records where you own them in your collection, and like it should be, STUV, boom, and you're gonna pull it out, and for whatever reason it's not there, and you look all around the section, it's not there, and you go to maybe I filed it in the wrong genre, and you go to the other genre, you're looking in there, and it's not there. That's happened to me so many times that like they just disappear into the ether, and I have no idea. Now, one of them, Eric Burden Declares War, I know what happened to it. Steve walked away with it for 4 years, and then like, oh hey, look what I found at my house. I remember that one. But there's several. There's one record, there's a Mike Cross album that's got Whiskey for Breakfast on us. Lord forgive us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. And I want to play that every St. Patrick's Day. And without fail, every St. Patrick's Day, I cannot find that record to save my life. I'll stumble across it any other time of the year. But for whatever reason, when I want it, I can never find it.
What's that one Mike Cross song you always hear on the local radio station here? Like, they play for a special occasion.
Yeah, they play it on St. Patrick's Day, but it's about the Scotsman, talking about what's under his kilt. What's the name of that song?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. But it's about
I'm not up on my Mike Cross stuff tonight.
Well, you're my go-to guy for that kind of stuff. So I was hoping you could fill me in a little bit.
I was in the other room researching, but I couldn't find anything.
You got a big computer in your Skyline apartment?
It's called Turtle Skirt.
Turtle Skirt? The Scotsman. It's called the Scotsman.
I'm actually on the west coast where it's still sunlight.
Okay. Yeah. You got another pad over there? You just jet off whenever we're not going to be doing the show live?
Well, actually, it'd be 10 o'clock there, so it'd be dark too.
Yeah, I wasn't going to call you out on that, but you are right. You are right.
I'm in Europe and the sun's starting to come up.
Limerick says she's on the west coast. It's dark. Yeah, it does happen. Pull this again, thinking a little more jazzy than what I have been a little lately. And this is actually a promo copy of this record. Totally gold stamp, brah. John Coltrane Quartet, Crescent. It's got WUAG, which is actually my alma mater. UNC Greensboro, University of North Carolina at Greensboro, my alma mater. This has got McCoy Tyner, Jimmy Garrison, Elvin Jones on it. I can
tell. As soon as you drop the needle, I can tell what that was.
Digitally remastered from the original stereo master tapes. It's got the little audiophile sticker down there. That's kind of crazy. I don't know about the. I'm familiar with these. It's an Impulse thing. You can see there's the promo. But these were like 80s reissues, right? Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, 87. This is 87, technically MCA. But this was, had a little price on it, but nothing crazy. Sounds good though. I mean, even though it's like digitally remastered, a lot of
It
people
was
are like,
good.
but it actually sounds good. I'm definitely in favor of it. Now, our old buddy Shane, the mod down here, made a request earlier, and I'm always obliged or happy to oblige the mod. And he wanted to hear a little Blue Cheer, Outside Inside, my favorite, man, one of my favorite records of all time, and that's actually the front. What I really love about this is my own personal story with it is it's a record that I refused to buy online for the longest time. I wanted it. I figured it out, and I could never find it. And when I found it, it was either stupid beat up or like really expensive. I passed on it like once or twice, and it probably took me 4 or 5 years, longer. No, like 7 years. I could have went on Discogs and bought one, eBay or something like that, or went to a record show and spent.
And the funny thing is,
$30.
I think I found it with you one day.
You found it before me. Yep.
We were digging some new place, and
Well,
my copy doesn't have. It's a gatefold. The half of the gatefold's missing. But
the funny thing about that story is when we were digging that day, that's when I found that Tofat 2 record. It's incredibly rare and hard to find record and worth some money, and I was really stoked on that. I got that for a super good deal, but right after I found that, Steve's like, "Hey, look at this," and I'm like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" And it didn't have any like label on it. Then we went down there, and it was like she had to look it up, and then only charged you like $8. But I actually got this one for $5.99, and it's not tip top shape, obviously, but because it's from a record store. And he put $5.99 on it, and I was like, man, I'll take
Captain
that.
Carburetor just gave his testimony on the chat.
Yeah. We have 2 special evenings each week you look forward to in order of appearance. They're Grown Man Record Night and SNL, Friday and Saturday evenings. Family agrees the audio and video is in my control at these times. We watch them together. Oh, see? Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's nice.
These are the
That's
happy
nice.
kind of vibes we're trying to project in 2021. The year where we're committing to the bit. We want to make sure we're projecting those positive vibes. I've been out of a drink for like ever. I need to get something to drink. I've still got 1, 2, 3 more records from what we played to get through. I got to get a goddamn drink. Steve, tell us what you've been spending this week or what you've been vibing on this year. How's your taste evolving this year? What have you been into?
it hasn't.
Jay,
I will tell you about.
What?
will you tell him I'm getting a drink?
I will tell you about the video that you played right before the show. I sent over a video. You going to get your drink? I sent over a video this week. First, I sent over like a little clip, and I said I've got the whole show, and it's amazing. And what it is, it's this Fighting Fit with Rowdy Piper that Aaron Griffin sent, which is a great video. And it's funny because it says Fighting Fit with Rowdy Piper. Now I'm going to show you what wrestling's all about. Are you ready for the real deal? It doesn't explain, but it's really what it is. It's a self-defense video for kids, and it's 45 minutes long. And I was able to cut it down to like 6.5 or 7 minutes of just clips, and it's hilarious. And for some reason, I think he played the first clip I sent him, but he didn't play the whole video. So we'll treat that as a teaser.
Do you think the kids actually saw him doing blow beforehand?
Probably not. And what was funny, I just looked on it tonight, and on the back it says warm-ups, exercises, and self-defense, but defense is spelled with a C. And it made me think, that's the British way you spell defense. Sure enough.
He's Canadian.
Well, he is Canadian, but this video is from London.
Okay.
So it's not a USA video. In fact, all the kids have
butt
All the
hurts.
kids have British accents, I believe.
Does it fit your VCR? Okay.
It does. It's not PAL or CCAM. It's
Okay.
NTSC. But it's
Cool.
it's a great video, and for some reason, if Mike can get his hands on the extended clip that I sent him, you'll see just how a wonderful 45 minutes cut down to about 6 or 7 minutes is just great.
Where the hell did you send that, by the way?
I sent you a link over the weekend, I think it was, or early in the week.
Did you text it to me or email it?
I would have emailed you a link to the video on my Google Drive.
See, that's what I'm
Or
thinking.
no, it was my Dropbox.
See, it's not showing up in my email. Let me see if let me make sure you didn't.
You do it now.
No, I'm just making sure you didn't. Make sure you didn't text it to me. I'm not seeing it.
No, I didn't text.
I wouldn't have thought you would, but for whatever reason, it's not showing up. But anyway, so moving on with the what we played this evening. See, I'm re-racking the segment because we had to step away. See how that works? This is big time business over here. Dig of the week from a couple weeks ago. Hairway to Steven, Butthole Surfers, kick-ass record. Really stoked to have picked that up. It's very weird. Interesting.
Yeah, they're out there, man.
I love how
It's one of those bands I've never really explored other than what I've heard on MTV. So
yeah.
I watched some YouTube. So I didn't know like they're back. I think they're from Texas or something like that. Was it like 2 or 3 guys?
I mean, it's a band.
Like, but I think there's a couple like main guys that founded the band or something. I could be making all this up, but
I think you're probably making it up.
but yeah, they have some out there stuff, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's out there. I finally I fixed that shot a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in a 3-4.
No, I'm not. It's 4-3, by the way, and no, I'm not. Don't get me riled up. That's I won't. Never mind. I had a boss that came in there. And was like, "Can you come in here and help Tyler? He's got all this video. It's in 5-4." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like Jerry.
Brubeck?
It's like, Jerry, you've worked in television for 40 years. How are you calling it 5-4 right now? Okay, now that vodka water's a little stronger. Okay. And then some lovely piece of VCLT from our buddy Scotty Stricknon a couple weeks ago. Wayne's 12 Golden Country Greats. This is such an awesome record, man. And I don't own any Wayne. This is such a kick-ass record. Very nice. This is one of the thicker records I own. This sumbitch is thick. It's like one of them old Georgia girls, one of the Georgia cheerleaders.
220 grams.
Some nice vinyl. Look at that color, man. Pretty cool. And that center label. That's in some kind of direction. Very cool, man. That's
Very cool.
I'm very stoked to pick that up because I've streamed this record a lot over the years, and for whatever reason, it's just not one I've seen it in the store a few times, and then something else tickles my fancy, and I kind of go that way. This was Dig of the Week. Yeah, that was I guess good catch, Corey, with Steve with his sly little Brubeck reference there. This was a Dig of the Week from last week, straight from the Dollar Bin. Gun, self-titled, 68, I believe it is. Kick ass, man.
So what's the kind of the background on these guys? Like, I don't know anything about them.
Well, we actually did that on the show last week, and I told this
I
whole
know,
big
but
long
okay.
story.
For a refresher, though, to me, they sounded like Pink Floyd at times to me.
Oh, they're heavier than that. These got the Curtis brothers. Their names aren't actually Curtis, and they ended up playing with Ginger Baker on that. What is it, Steve?
The Baker Gurvitz.
Gurvitz. Their actual name is Gurvitz, and They released, I think, two records. These guys did as
No,
Gunn.
I think their names are Collins, and then Gervitz was their stage names.
No, like here, that's not. It's not. This is
Collins.
no Paul Curtis and Adrian Curtis.
Curtis, not Collins. Curtis. I think Curtis is their real name.
Oh, really? And they changed it to Gervitz? Dead ass? Why the hell would you do that? That sounds like
Are
like
they
that.
related to Gary?
That old theologian may know more about this than I do.
He knows more than anybody about everything. Because he's the metal theologian. All right. Oh, that was everything. That was all what we played. Boom. Now sounds like a fantastic time to get into a kick-ass game of marbles. I just got to do a little bit of canoodling here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pull this up. Boom. Get out of here. You're out of here. Get out of that. Boom. All right. All right. I've got to sign in. You guys get to see the whole process. Why's the Okay, Steve. I cut off
Can
the
we go ahead
frame.
and hit hashtag play?
No. Slide in to the old Twitcher. What the hell was that? Who's squealing a chair? So you guys can do exclamation point vote and then a number if you see a track that really tickles your fancy here. Exclamation point vote and then a number. We'll give that if you see something here that tickles your fancy. In the meantime, so I'm really excited about. I've held on to these. Like I said, my birthday was Sunday, and I've had a bag of records down here that I got for my birthday that I on purpose didn't listen to or pop the seal on until tonight. So when we get done, if you guys are not following us on the Twitch, man, go over there. We're going to play some of these records and vibe out and just have a big old time, baby. Is there still any snow out there? You got snow over there, Steve?
No snow.
No snow?
No,
I did
snow.
go pick up some food in Kernersville, and they had snow.
Yeah, we had snow. We just didn't have a whole lot of it. I'm telling you guys, if you guys have never fucked around with vodka and water, this is like game-changing stuff, man. This is actually pretty strong, and it still just tastes like lemon water. Holy Lord. All right. Okay, Shane coming in there with 69. I see you, dude. Let's see what's got. Anything got more votes than. Oh, okay. 40's got 2 votes. Because it's called the Crank Tank, because you guys are just crude assholes. Yeah, it looks like we're going the Crank Tank, folks.
I think Jay started up his rock polisher again.
It sounds like he's got one of those little. I don't know what.
That's a fan. I'm sorry. On my laptop.
Jesus Christ, are you at like 99% of your CPU right now?
Exclamation point play.
Exclamation point play, folks. Get in there. Get a good spot. Get a good spot.
I'm trying to get into computers this year.
Yeah. What are you going to do with the computers, Jay?
I don't know.
Well, everybody's got to be something. Boy, we got a lot of folks playing marbles tonight. Look at you some bitches get in here. Come on now. Computers. We got calls for the prayer line to open back up, Jay.
Oh, yeah, maybe soon. We'll have to make some phone calls to see if we can get
To
some
Christ.
involved.
Are you going to call Christ?
Yeah, collect.
Jay had a prayer line where you could call during the week and leave prayer requests, and then Jay would address them on the show. Call you out by name.
Is this a short race? Senora Geek is a 1 minute time.
That's either a really good time or, you know. All right, look at us. 18 people deep. Let's go, baby. I'm going to start her up. Looks like we're all in here. The Crank Tank.
It's
Hilarious.
like New Year's Eve.
That's what they called me in college, the Crank Tank. Or that's what my sock drawer was called anyway. Whoa, 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 look at this. I like the backside. This is like Plinko, sort of. I like this. Look at all these balls. Hadn't seen this many balls since I was in the Boy Scouts. Look at Unsound Rob making a run here. Ooh. Zep Pearl. DJ Thunder's in the mix here. Got held up a little bit. Unsound Rob still making a good run. Oh, they got taken on the outside, I believe. No, still out in front. Oh, and it's kind of snowy like it is here. Mr. Bizarro's back here. Okay, Scotty Stricknon making a move. Oh, look at Scotty taking a pull right there. Nice shot. Oh, no. Is Zep Pearl going to win this thing again? No. Curbist, get out of here. Come on. Somebody beat Jay. Don't let Jay win. That's crap.
Jay slapped to the front.
Come on, everybody. Real Hunter making a move. Oh, the captain. Dude, Captain, when is that picture from? Oh, my God. Can you guys see this picture of the Captain? Jesus Christ, dude. What is that from? Corey's making moves. The Zonkman's in first place. Oh, no.
It's anybody's game.
This thing gets confused sometimes. The Captain still in front. I mean, and really in front with that picture right there. 1999? Yeah, it looks like it. You don't have that much hair in your ears right now. Whoa! Real Hunter just went right through the hole. Did you guys see that?
Coming in the home stretch.
Man, how did somebody do... Oh, boom, I missed it. Real Hunter pull that off?
And that's the game.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a hell of a run there.
At the last minute.
I apologize. I kind of missed that. Let's wait for the official results here.
Let's see the replay.
Real Hunter.
Was that the track record?
No. That was like, how did somebody do this in 1 minute? Because he did it like, this is 2:22, and I felt like
There's no way you could do it in a minute.
That's aimbot city right there. Good job. We got a lot of folks didn't finish, but that's okay. We still appreciate you coming out and having a good time.
I did not finish.
Look at this.
I didn't finish.
I ended up
What happened?
third. I don't even know how the hell. I didn't see my name on the board the whole goddamn time, man.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
That was a weird one.
You're a weird one, Jay. What are you drinking, Jay?
Zevia. This is the cream soda,
Is that right?
which we may have done. No, you can't see it. Sorry, but did we do this one or we did the cola at one time?
Cola or the ginger ale?
We've done a Zevia. I like them. They're good for
they're good.
they're good for the carbs if you're watching the carbs, because they got this. Stevia doesn't spike your blood sugar, which causes your body to produce insulin, which keeps you from losing weight.
Thanks, John Burney.
This message furnished by the National Football League. Speaking of which, my team's playing Jay's team tomorrow night. With Buccaneers versus Redskins.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They're not the Redskins anymore.
Washington football team.
Washington football team.
Whoa.
They're gonna be the pounding the dickhole team tomorrow night, Jay.
I've got some Redskins peanuts.
What's going on, Ron? Thanks for dropping by, buddy, Ro. Yeah, so let's do. Steve, you said you got some dig of the week stuff? I got some dig of the week stuff.
I think I got some digs.
Okay. Let's see what kind of. Let's see what I got toter here. I got 4 toter. No, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, that was way too hard for me to. Way too hard for me to count 5 records in a stack right there. Good Lord. Maybe it's the vodka water. I don't know. So how many you got, Steve?
I got like 50.
It's a weird flex, but okay.
And I also have some baseball cards I found.
Oh.
These are my baseball cards. I'm going to run through them real quick.
Okay.
I'm not going run through them all because there's so many good ones though. Like starting with a little Nolan Ryan from '77.
Nice. Oh God, dude, that's awesome.
Tom Seaver with the Reds.
Did you just run across these like randomly?
No, I've had these for a while. Little Eric Davis, Paul O'Neill.
The cool kids. That's us, baby.
Some Dave Parker, some Eric Davis, little Rob Dibble.
Oh, Rob Dibble.
Chris Sabo.
Oh yeah, with the glasses.
How about Joe Morgan?
Oh yeah.
A couple of Joe Morgans. Little Dave Concepcion.
You just exclusively collect Reds? Is that what's going on?
Well, no. But,
and I don't mean communist.
Well, I for a while I was heavily, Johnny Bench. Three Johnny Bench, 4 Johnny Bench.
Nope.
Little Pete Rose. You may have heard of him.
Old PR.
How about some George Brett?
Oh yeah, I've got the Pontar incident card.
Do you?
Yeah, the '84 Fleer, I think it is.
Carlton Fisk. Bob Horner.
Oh yeah,
big Bob Horner.
Old Double B.
Little Steve Avery. A Don Russ Steve Avery card.
There you go.
Ron Gant.
Oh yeah.
You'll like this one. Little Greg Maddux with the Cubs.
Oh yeah.
Going back to the Reds, we got Vada Pinson, Clay Carroll, Angel Bravo, Bernie Carbo. But my 2 favorites from that period, I think these older ones belong to my uncle. I came across them in my grandmother's house. I've got Harmon Killebrew.
Oh wow.
Twins.
One of my favorite players of all time.
These are 1970 cards, I believe, and Mr. Willie Mays.
Wow.
Giants.
You know how I became such a huge Harmon Killebrew fan? Because that's before my time, obviously.
Sure.
Home Run Derby. I used to watch those old Home Run Derbies on ESPN.
Are we showing off here?
Don't make Jay go get his cards now. What are you doing, Jay?
Yeah, 77. Dave Friedel's blind.
He worked in concessions, didn't he?
Uncentered.
It's a PSA 4 of a common card.
No, it's like it would be ungradable.
All right, hey, I'll start off our dig of the week. So, like I said, the fiance and the kid went to a record store on my birthday, and they came back with some pretty kick-ass stuff. First thing the kid found in the dollar bin. I talked about all the time, like, we don't see, for whatever reason, you don't see Fog Hat around here. And this is a Fog Hat, Tight Shoes. You guys ever heard this record? I've never really listened to this. It's like their 9th record. I don't know if this had a hit on it or whatever, but it was in the dollar bin. She knew enough to, like, snag that, kick ass for $1, man. I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
Now, the rest of mine are big dicking after that. Steve, you want to do 1 or 2 real quick?
I'll do this stack here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna run through it, but a friend of mine.
Oh my God.
His father passed, and he said he had some records from his dad, and he brought them over. Mostly, it's some classical. There's some Peter, Paul and Mary. There's Gino Vanelli, Pete Seeger, and Peter, Paul and I said that. But interesting records. I believe he's a Jewish gentleman.
Okay. What's that matter, Steve?
Well, a few of the records are the most interesting. Are these? I believe they're some kind of Passover record.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
these little.
The hell?
But I think they're 78s.
Did the Passover title tip you off on that one?
Maybe. The Feast of Purim.
Now, Steve has a Cincinnati connection. How did you become a Reds fan, Steve? Somebody was asking in chat.
My parents.
Corey was asking.
My parents are from southeast Indiana, right across the river. It's about 45-minute drive to Cincinnati, and we just grew up Reds fans. And one of my uncles actually tried out for the Reds, but he was involved in a car accident and got a rod in his leg and ended up kind of ruining his speed. So he was a good baseball player.
He got a Rod Carew in his leg?
Something like that. So yeah, you know, it's in my blood.
Let's kick it. Oh, is it Ron says he used to go to the stadium with the Cub Scouts and watch the Twins when Harmon was playing. Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
That's badass.
So two other little interesting records that
Yeah.
were in that stack was this some kind of a World's Fair record called
That's
the
neat.
Triumph of Man.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's a little kind of looking at the future kind of shit, weird, by the Travelers Insurance Company.
Huh.
And last but not,
I used to
last but
work
not
for
least,
Travelers.
This looks like something that was on the back of a Sugar Bear, or was that
Gold.
it's just golden? No,
Can't
no.
get a new Super Golden Crisp.
Yeah, on the back of that, it's one of these records you get.
No
on
way.
That you might
Is-
not want to play on your record player because it'll fuck it up.
Is it a flexi? Or it's an actual record?
It's cardboard.
Yeah, so it's a flexi, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a hole. I mean,
Oh, it's got a hole, baby. That's all I need to hear.
Did you freeze?
No, I'm
Oh, I thought you.
No.
I
I'm
thought
just
you
vibing
froze.
on this vaporwave that's playing behind us, man. That's the best I can do.
and the other few I have are actual digs.
Okay.
Sweet.
Let me get through. I did that one. This is something I actually mentioned in my albums of the year, and the fiance said it may have been a little selfish because she's a big fan, but it's something I needed to have in the collection. It's if I can pick it up here. Existential Reckoning, the new Pussifer album. I've streamed this a few times. It's a pretty kick-ass record. Kind of runs the gambit of sounds and pretty. Now there's some Pussifer stuff that it's funny and kind of goofy, and it's just not something you want to sit down and listen to. This is not that record. This is a much more down the middle, just good sounding rock record, man. And I've really been impressed with what it sounds. So much so that it was in one of my albums of the year. So yeah, really stoked to have this on wax, and I'm sure she is as well. Obviously I got engaged at a Tool concert, so you know she's a huge Maynard fan. So that's going to be pretty cool to have. I don't know if let's pop the seal on this sumbitch. Is this got weird colors or anything? Anybody else? I think Zonk Man picked this up.
I'm gonna be straight up with you, man. I have no idea.
Well, I appreciate your candor, Jay. By the way, Steve, I asked you in chat earlier, but I don't think you heard me. Did you leave a K-bar knife over here last week?
A what?
A knife. It's a K-bar.
Is it yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, if you never noticed, it's
That was my father-in-law's. I
Yeah.
want it back.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
that is my knife.
yeah, it says K-bar on the blade. That's who made the Marine issue combat knives. K-bar makes a hell of a knife. I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
you-
a great knife.
I don't know if you guys are into knives or not.
This is the most adult conversation I've ever heard.
Baseball cards, pocket knives. Let's see what this nice little gatefold. Okay. That's a pretty cool picture. Let's see what the wax looks like. It may just be black vinyl, I don't know. Oh no, holy shit. It's clear. Cool. Gonna be stoked to put that on and give it her old spinarooski.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was exciting.
Yeah. Clear. A lack of color. Yeah, Zonk Man, yours is clear as well. Nice. 1, 2.
Yes, so that was a gift from the girlfriend for your birthday.
Yeah. Jay, where'd you go?
Well, I've been here. I've just been, zoning out.
Well, you're
Your knife story kind of like started to drift away when y'all started talking knives.
Did you adjourn to the study?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fair enough. So how many more you got, Steve? I got three bangers here.
I got crap.
Bust through one. At least one.
When I went over to Underdog a couple weeks ago, he was selling all of his dollar records for like half off, and
Nice.
I picked up a Slave Stone Jam. I got it for the cover. I just think the cover's awesome.
I think I have this.
It's not as good. It's not as funky as I wanted it to be. It's a little more disco-y, I think.
Yeah.
And but
Slave,
there is
Slave
one.
can do that.
There's one really good song I liked a whole lot. I think it's actually the title cut. But I do like the cover.
That's very cool.
Picked up this. Ever heard of B.W. Stevenson?
I don't think so.
You've probably heard his song. He did a song "My Maria," which is on here. My Maria.
Global Twitch plays.
Long, long way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of folky country, but he also does Shambhala on here, which I think he and Three Dog Night released the same year. Of course, Three Dog Night's got a lot more airplay.
Global Twitch plays. What's going on, man? Thanks for checking us out.
One more I got in that 50 cents area was the Raiders, which is Paul Revere and the Raiders became the Raiders Indian Reservation, which has, of course, Indian Reservation on it, which is that kind of cool, but too short. I wish it was like twice as long, cool song about on this reservation, boom, 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 boom. You've heard that song, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. And actually, one I picked up over at Earshot recently. This actually is not a shit record. Is REM's "Life's Rich Pageant," which came out in '86, and I love this record. This is one of my favorite REM records. Doesn't have like a lot of great like hits on it or whatever. It's an IRS record.
Mm-hmm.
Fall on Me is the one you probably have heard, which got some radio airplay about acid rain.
Comment allez-vous? Ça va? Et toi?
Those are my records.
Sweet. Let's see. Let's see which one I want to do. All right, check this out. This was one. This was real special because, over the years, I have kind of hipped the kid to different artists and found out that we kind of like some of the same stuff. She's 18 now. She really likes King Gizzard. She likes Cream. She likes Hendrix. Some good stuff. Very proud of kind of where the listening goes and stuff. She likes some modern hip hop and shit too. But she likes some of the old stuff and some cool stuff and some vibey new stuff. And something that she's hipped me to some music as well. And this was a cool. She gave me this. I looked at the record. No fucking clue who it is, what it is. Never heard of them. Don't know nothing about it. Night Beats. The name of the album is Sonic Bloom. And I kind of looked at it like, this looks cool. Like, and she was like, you'd like this record. It's like, for real? And she's like, oh yeah, you'll dig this. So that's a kick-ass kind of present where it's like, take your taste. It's not something that I've kind of said I wanted or whatever. Like, take your taste into consideration and like, oh, you'll dig this record. And so I looked these guys up. It's an American psychedelic garage band formed in 2009 in Seattle. Band incorporates elements of early R&B, Texas psychedelic rock, English blues rock, folk, and soul. Have toured with the likes of Black Angel, Rocky Erickson, holy shit, the Zombies, Jesus and the Mary Chain, the Strange Boys, Black Lips, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, and the Growlers. I mean, looking at that, I'm like, that sounds pretty awesome to me. So I'm really interested to see. I've not listened to a track. I've not streamed a little bit. I know everybody gets on me when I start charging into shrink wrap like this, especially after I've been drinking. Everybody tells me do the trick with your pants, your blue jeans. Maybe Where's Steve's knife at? This could only end well, right? I got good insurance, man. I ain't worried about nothing. Just want to see if it's a weird color or anything crazy, or if it's
I
a
wish
gay
I had
hole.
insurance.
You mean you don't have Cobra, Jay? Wait a minute. What you got going on now, Jay? You trying to do a promo?
No.
I think you should cut a
You
promo.
can. I mean, if you want.
Oh, look at this.
No. Oh yeah,
Nice.
what color do I want to get?
It's like kind of turquoise, aqua. That's pretty sweet
Yeah.
looking. That's pretty.
Sweet. Was
Well,
that
yeah.
hard for her to find, or was she?
No, it was kind of up here at King, local spot,
Oh,
King Records. Just saw it, and she knew all about them. This is this Sonic Bloom. This is 2013 issue they did, a record they did. So, like I said, I'm as ignorant as it comes to this band and this record. So, I'm really stoked to check this out. And the fact that, I mean, it's garage and like a modern take on garage and Texas psych. So you're talking like 13th floor elevators kind of sound, which she also digs. She sent me a text one day. It was like, you ever heard of the 13th floor elevators? And I pulled the record out up here and I'm like, you mean this? And she's like, yeah. And I told her about the that's a jug, that noise that's in all their So Steve, you got some more? I got two more.
That's it.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
So this was pretty interesting that we actually saw this. There was a new when we were up at King Records, and a brand new stack of records came in, and this popped out, and she was telling me to get it, and I was like, hey, yeah, hold up, because I don't know how much this cost, and I already had a stack of stuff when I got that Butthole Surfers and the Tad record, and but it's funny because I've gotten into this habit. I've told some of you guys this before. I've got this big 200 disc CD player down here, and sometimes on Saturday nights I'll just hit shuffle on that, and it starts playing all this random stuff, and just a lot of stuff from like the 90s and 2000s that when I was collecting CDs and stuff, and forgot I owned it. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell it is, and this record pops up sometimes, and I just immediately like, God, man, I love. Some people may shit on this or think it's corny. It is such a great record. Jay's going to enjoy this pick right here. So she went back up there and got it. It's not something you see very often anymore. Silverchair's Frog Stomp.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like, this is pretty limited. This is a like double LP. Popping this seal right now. It's a 25th anniversary edition, metallic silver vinyl. It says, yeah, it's like Australia's Nirvana. That's how it. This came out in '95, and I'm class of '95. Jay and I went to high school together, so it was, it was right in our wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about these kids is that they were actually kids. This record was recorded by a bunch of 15-year-olds, and it jams. I don't give a shit. It jams, man.
Yeah.
Going back
Still
and
good.
listening, look at that. That's pretty cool. Going back and listening to it now, it actually really jams. And I found out something really cool about the recording process. I'll share with you momentarily. Silver vinyl. Everything's been colored tonight. Every piece of wax. But some of this stuff, and I really liked them back in the day, and so I remember them doing interviews and stuff, and talking about, and you can hear it, how they were initially huge fans of, I mean, still fans, but like majorly influenced by Nirvana, Pearl Jam, the grungy sounding kind of stuff. And then as time evolved, like most, kids playing music, your taste evolved, and is reflected in how you create music. They started getting into like Helmet and Tool and stuff like that. And you can hear certain tracks on the album where you're like, oh yeah, it's now it becomes like, you know, things are like tuned to drop D. It's real palm muty, and like some songs sound just like Helmet, where the other ones have that, you know, very much Nirvana vibe to it.
Yeah.
But it's never not anything I ever anticipated owning on vinyl, and I'm really stoked to have that in the collection. That's because, like I said, it's popped up on that shuffle a few times in the last like couple of months, especially after a couple of cocktails. Start singing along, and it's like, God damn, man, this is just a great record. I mean, you could shit on it because it was poppy and it's on the radio and like they're kids, but that never negates the fact that how much of a great album it actually is, and it really is.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Okay.
The Game Chasers are live, but don't go over there. Let's watch us instead.
Don't do that.
They have a J over there as well. But one more record that was kind of a belated birthday present from the fiance. She was at a place over in Burlington, little antique mall, Jay. You know the spot.
Yep.
And sent me a picture of this, and I'm like, whoa, wait, holy shit, what? And I didn't realize it was it's a booth. Apparently this booth sells, like, in this antique mall, they sell brand new records.
Yeah, it's actually like a little record shop.
Yeah, straight up, because she sent me a couple other, there was a Bauhaus in there that was like, you know, brand new reissue, sealed kind of thing. But there was a record that I saw in there, and she was like, is this something you would want? And I was like, well, yeah, it seems a little pricey. And she was like, well, I'm going to get it for you. And I'm like, whoa. And I was like, I want to use one of my lifelines. And so I reached out to Metal Theologian. And you may think, oh, it's going to be like an 80s metal thing. Wrong. It was a Sun Ra record. And so in there was a fireside chat with Lucifer. Sun Ra and his Outer Space Orchestra. This is the 2020 reissue of the 1982-83 album. And I'm not familiar with this. And so I reached out to Metal Theologian. I was like, is this good? Is it worth this money? Because I was afraid it's an antique mall. So I'm thinking like they're jacking up the price. And he's like, no, that's about right. You know, it's, you know, for what the brand new, it's in the sales, new sealed, you know, new sealed. So it's a brand new reissue. And I've not seen this at my local shops. And I know these are, even the reissues can be kind of hard to find sometimes, you know, especially locally.
Sure.
Way out kind of shit, man. But he says this contains his only protest song. And he said if I've never heard the title track, I'll get a kick out of it. I think it was the title track he was talking about. So I'm really, really happy. Let's see if I didn't. Oh, I forgot to tell you the interesting thing about the Silverchair was recorded like all live at one time. He said Daniel John said what he likes about the album, it sounds exactly like we sounded. There was no big American producer calling the shots behind the desk telling us to do this. He said it was literally this guy, Kevin Shirley, who was a great producer, just saying, I wanted to sound like you guys, but I want it to sound really fucking loud, and I want the guitars really fucking loud. So he's like, the songwriting might not be genius, but I think sonically the performances are really good. It's really honest. It's just three Australian kids thrashing out in the studio, and that's exactly how it sounds. Kick ass.
Sometimes simpler is better.
I'm a huge fan of recording live, and like I've never liked going on with putting headphones on and coming in and recording stuff. Anyway,
does that Sun Ra have Nuclear War on it?
It does. That's the protest song, right?
I don't know.
See, like many Sun Ra albums, Fireside Chat offered stylistically random shuffle as the artist's intent, reflecting his eclectic, seemingly irreconcilable approach to compositional extremes. That seems a little heady of a sentence. With Sun Ra, you get everything except consistency and predictability. Side B consisted of the insurrectable 21-minute title track, while side A consisted of 3 unrelated shorter works. The Riley apocalyptic nuclear war, a languid atmospheric ballad titled Retrospect, and the Soul Groove Makeup. Fireside Chat was pressed in limited quantities with handmade Xerox covers and sold at concerts. Original copies are incredibly rare. So again, like I've mentioned before, for me, these are the kind of reissues you go for. You know what I mean? You things that are like, you ain't gonna get an original unless you just daddy Warbucks over here. You ain't gonna get one. That's the kind of shit you shell out $25-$30 for, because it's the only other way you're gonna get it on wax. So, and she was like, I was like, but don't. And I was like, you've already got me all these other great birthday presents, don't you? She was like, nope, shut up. Coming home. And so she walked in the door, boom, there it was. So, what a kick-ass birthday I had. And then the kid made me a bunch of food. I got a bunch of wax. My mom made me some pistachio pies, which is my favorite. Let me tell you guys something, because I went off the low-carb train for a little bit. If you've never, I'm a big pistachio pudding guy. Take pistachio pudding, put it in a graham cracker crust. Whew. Honey hush. That's all I want right there. That's what I asked for my birthday. Pistachio pie. Whew. I like it sugar-free, too. I'll be honest with you, Steve.
Is it green?
Oh, it's green as a sumbitch. Looks like you squished a grasshopper in there. Some of that came up a little bit. I should probably... Can somebody help me close this knife? You just close this, or has it got a catch, Steve?
No, you just close it.
Okay.
It's sharp.
What's that? Well, yeah, dude. So kick-ass. I mean, holy shit. Okay, so I got a soda. Steve, you got a soda, or you just want to live vicariously through me?
I'll probably just drink a soda that we've done already.
Okay. I'd say
No.
I will say this is a pretty. I'm really hyped to check this out, but I will say that it's probably something you're going to be able to find locally. So it's not a super big deal, I hope. But then I got some chips we'll pull. So we're going to take a quick little break. Let me hang my worm out the window and take a whiz real quick. And we're going to So to Speak and Chip Chat coming up. Still lots of big-time business happening here on Grown Man Record Night. Commit to the Bit 2021. You sons of bitches. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. With Scotch's lifetime guarantee. Tape what you want both night and day. Then re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away.
Every recording as good as the first. Or we'll give you a new tape. You can watch Scotch forever.
Sunday dinner has always been special. These days, it's just nice to have something to look forward to. Well, break out the good plates and tell the kids to wash up. Because it's Sunday dinner, even if it isn't necessarily Sunday.
Kmart is your savings store, where your dollar buys you more.
When you get the chance, leave the right impression. Trax, the impression of quality and comfort. Trax cross-country joggers, blue nylon and suede with white accents and durable rubber sole. Men's sizes or boys sizes 3 to 6, just $9.50 a pair through Saturday. Trax, we're building a great name.
Kmart is the saving place.
Man, this 555 deal's really popular. Mr. Trump, here you go. 3 medium pizzas, $5 each.
Tell you what, I'll counter that offer with an even better one. Here's the deal. You give me those 3 pizzas, only I'll give you just $5 a piece.
Sure. Okay.
Still got it, Donald. Still got it.
Call now and get 3 or more medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each. Get the door. It's the Domino's 555.
Huh? Right up there. Okay, just a minute. You know...
No, heck no.
Howard! Howard, don't knock it over.
There's a car behind. I can't even get out there.
No.
You might fall down on you. It ain't locked here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Look, look, look. Look. There you go, Buzz. Yeah, I might go up in it with the elevator. But they ain't
I'm going to.
All right, we're back. We in here? Where the hell's that Steve at? Jay, you got to fill the gap.
I'm back.
Okay, me too. Had to make a mad dash. What do you drink? God, this seat's hurting my butt.
I peed on my shoe.
Is that right?
No, I'm good.
All right. If you had some tracks from Kmart, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, actually we got some. Limerick says we want those tracks. I think I won the first time. Jay.
I think he's making some side hustle.
The first time I saw that commercial, I think I looked them up on eBay, those track shoes, and they actually fetch a price. They actually do. I mean, obviously, because they're super dope. That's why.
Did anybody? There was a concert today or tonight for. It was like a tribute to David Bowie.
For his
You hear
birthday?
about that? Yeah, it was like a bunch of artists who had worked with Bowie. Unfortunately,
that'd be cool.
Robert Fripp and Adrian Belew were not on that list, so I was kind of like, I wasn't all that interested.
Was it like a pay thing? You had to get in on it like that?
Yeah. It's going on for a couple days. Actually, you can watch it.
I'm still interested if anybody out there has paid for one of these live stream concerts.
I sent you a link to a really cool desert concert.
Yeah. See that I would be a little more likely to,
I don't think it's live.
Yeah. See, I mean, something I would never be able to see otherwise for $10 I'd be okay. But the thing with, like, I know Kiss had a New Year's Eve thing. It was like $40 or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying $40 to watch something on my computer, dude. Like, sorry. I'll be honest, I'm not paying $40 to watch something in person. But that's just me. So what are you drinking on for soda spin? I mean, I didn't pull the graphic up. Hold up. Boom. What you been sipping on?
I think we did this maybe a month ago. I've got the last one of the craft sodas from Lidl.
Oh, okay.
The coconut soda that we did.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
Really good. So, I mean, it's not like we haven't done it before. But
Didn't you end up coming in and using that as a mixer? Didn't we use that as a mixer?
I believe the next week we might have used it.
Yeah, the next week. That's right. That one was really good. That one was super good.
Yeah. That was rum and coconut soda, and I think maybe there was some kind of banana. I don't know what I'm thinking about.
It's funny. I got in my vape tonight. I've got a straight up banana, as in Mikey Bananas. Straight banana, baby.
That's what she said.
Or he said, Steve, please. This is 2021. Let's be inclusive. Now, let's actually I don't know the information behind this, but we'll learn it together because that's how we work here as a family. I have this soda here. I have this soda here, and I don't know if anybody else has tried this. Now, if you've heard about this, Steve, the Mountain Dew Major Melon.
Major melon?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen this.
There's probably no flavor, especially artificial flavor, that I like better than a melon, like a watermelon
Is that
gum.
is that like watermelon? That's going to be more like cantaloupe.
If it says a lot of times with melon, I think it's probably mixing watermelon, cantaloupe. But let's learn about this.
When they make it orange, because the fruit of the cantaloupe is orange.
It's yellow. Watermelon's red. This is more red. Maybe the camera's not doing it justice.
You're buying some bad cantaloupes, dude.
Your cantaloupes are orange. Well, I guess you could be orange. It's an orangish yellow.
We'll know as soon as you pop that open and drink it.
Let's learn more about it together, because I didn't really do my homework here. But welcome to Major Melon Land. Mountain Dew is going pink. Pink would be what we're looking for here in terms of color. With a brand new Mountain Dew Major Melon bursting with watermelon flavor. Mountain Dew Major Melon takes the flavor to the extreme, invoking freedom, fearlessness, and fun into your life. Apparently, there's a bunch of people that drank some of this and then went up to the Capitol this week. Extreme freedom, fearlessness, fun in your life. Apparently, that's what went on. Don't take our word for it. Try it for yourself and experience the never-ending fun house of Major Melon. The newest edition, the Dew Permanent. According to this, it says the newest addition to the Dew Permanent flavor lineup is also available in zero sugar. Is this the zero sugar? No. This is going to ruin my low carb thing, but that's okay.
Oh, it is burst of watermelon flavor.
So you get the same burst of watermelon flavor.
But see, their picture looks pink.
This is pink. I mean, it really is pink.
It's pink. Okay, it looks orange.
Yeah, it looks like pink lemonade. It goes well over iced earth. Yeah. I be seeing you, Vance. I see you down there. Hope it tastes like freedom. Me too. Me too, baby. Let's give it a shot. And I'm gonna pour it in a little cup. Because I'm telling you, I've had no more than 20 carbs a day all week long, and I was gonna keep it lean and mean on the weekend, but I can't not try this. I'm gonna get a nice hauncher. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I'll put it in there so the fiance can try it tomorrow, since she purchased it. But apparently, now the cool thing about this, and this is what I was worried about, Steve, is that this was going to be, some limited edition kind of thing. But according to the website, this is part of their new permanent lineup. So this melon flavor is going to be readily available from now on. So kick ass. Let's give it a shot. It smells like watermelon Hubba Bubba. Or was it Bubblicious or Hubba Bubba had the watermelon? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. This is Hubba Bubba. Yeah, that was my favorite. That's what this tastes like. This is a low key, it's sugary as shit. Oh my god. But I'd love to get a hold of that zero sugar. Oh my god, this is amazing. It's amazing. One of my favorite things. This is the South, so it wasn't nothing for us though. We got a line we say around here. If somebody says they're getting ready to leave, well, it's like, well, I better get on back home. It's like, well, stick around now. We're gonna split a watermelon after a while. And we had a lot of watermelon growing up. Hot summer days. Make some homemade ice cream over there. Somebody brings a watermelon, sitting out in the yard, throwing some horseshoes.
You like a lot of salt on your watermelon, don't you?
I've got a rule with watermelon. If it's right out of the field, because my grandpa, we called him Paul, he grew watermelons, and when you pull one right out of the field and bust it open and start it, I like a little salt on that. Ice cold out of the ice box, I don't like anything on my watermelon. But warm or room temperature or field temperature, I like some salt. The salt helps bring out the sweetness in the fruit. It also, gives you high blood pressure. But this is absolutely fantastic. Oh,
well, that's the perfect combination. You got high blood pressure plus watermelon's actually pretty hypoglycemic.
Very true.
They don't recommend watermelon for diabetics.
No, it's tons of sugar.
And it goes straight into your bloodstream.
But what I was going to say is when we were out there, there's pictures of me when I was a kid, like face fucking a big ass wedge of watermelon, and I got my shirt off and my belly button, because I got a big belly hole of a belly button. The whole belly button is like filled with watermelon juice. That's the pic. I'm like 3 or 4 years old, but nothing was better than, because the wedges are like the half moon shaped watermelons pieces. We and around here we call those rashers. Which I think is a British term. When you cut off a rasher of like a rasher of cheese or a rasher of, it means cutting off
like
a hunk.
Slice.
Yeah, cutting off a hunk of something. It's funny because there's a lot of southern, like Appalachian things that come from British, Ireland, Scottish. Like we always said growing up, like if you step outside in the fall and it's a little bit chilly, my family would say it's a right bit Irish. And I heard somebody.
It's not funny. It's just ancestral.
But our buddy Ken, whose wife has come from like British family, they're like, oh, that's a total British thing to say something is Irish. But it's old country shit for us. But anyway, if you cut kind of the bowl shape.
So Sonic Doom says he's been given shit for salt on a watermelon. What would you say to that?
It brings it out, baby. It brings the sweetness out. And it's kind of a, sometimes I like it, sometimes I like it, typically if it's ice cold, I like it without it. But if it's room temperature, I like it on there. But sometimes when it's cold, I want it on there. It's just one of those things.
It's like taking a shot of tequila. Sometimes you want the salt.
But anyway, sometimes you get those pieces where it's kind of the bottom of the watermelon, so it's a bowl shape. And I would eat the shit out of it. But you end up with this large pool of watermelon juice. And I always wondered as a kid, why can't you buy a jug of watermelon juice or a watermelon soda? And here we are. We don't have flying cars. We don't live on fucking Mars. But we finally got watermelon soda. So we take what we can get and kind of move on forward with it. You know what I mean? And Limerin, I like the way you think, baby. Said, now I bet that would be good with your vodka water. This sounds like somebody that belongs on the Grown Man Record Night crew right here. If you're suggesting things like that.
And I think my coconut soda would go good with my rum.
Coconut, watermelon, vodka, rum. Let's put it all together. Virtually, of course. That is so good. That's a really good soda. If this is going to be readily available and that sugar-free version is going to be around, man. I mean, even low carb, and I ain't supposed to fuck with like artificial sweeteners, but that's going to be tough to stay away from. I'm going to tell you what. I'll be honest about it. All right, so let's get a little chip chat, Steve. You got some stuff you're going to pull out for chip chat? Or you're over there mixing stuff up?
I've got a chip to do here.
Okay.
Let me mix this up.
Yeah, mix it up.
I think I'll add a little lime too. Just a hint of lime.
I've already killed my drink. There's the lemon wedges.
Roses.
Actually,
hold on. You got a chip?
I got a chip.
Why don't you do your chip first?
I'll show everybody. This is why I don't have any enamel on my teeth. Because I love eating me some lemons, baby. And I love I like eating that white shit on the inside. People think I'm nuts. But I'll eat it down to where they ain't. The hell? Now this is falling apart. It's making me not be able to prove my point. I like eating the white shit on there. Anyway. But yeah, this is okay. Chip. I told you I've been back on the low carb tips starting from the new year. Not all the nonsense I ate when I was on vacay. And one thing I live by when I'm on the program, as I like to say.
God, that is a good shooter right there.
I bet it ain't watermelon soda good, Steve. But I've always said here on the show, because at first when we first started doing Chip Chat, can we do pork rinds? There's not technically a chip. And I was like, you know what the pork rind actually is? It's the hot cousin to the potato chip. Because you know you're at your family reunion. Everybody's got that one cousin where you're like, I mean, I ain't gonna tell nobody, but anyway, this is a designer pork rind. Or maybe that's just here in the South. Pasilla chili cheese pork rinds. These have been sitting over here forever, and everybody always goes, no, I want to do this chip instead. I'm going to do this instead. They've been sitting over here forever. I'm going to do this instead.
Forever my ass. I bought chips in this summer when I went to a funeral.
But these, let's see what it says. We've done some of these, this is recipe number 55. Some of this brand before. They're like kind of fancy pork rinds, and they're baked. So they're not only are they low in carbs or like zilch carbs, but they're actually lower in fat. So they're like, you know. Our pork skins are hand selected and cooked in small batches, free from artificial colors and containing 0 trans fats. We think you will love them. Small batch recipe number 55 is a savory blend. Features the mild and rich flavors of the pasilla chili. Is it pasilla or pasilla?
It's got to be pasilla.
That's what I would think, pasilla. With a true classic cheddar cheese. They are a perfect standalone snack or can be paired with your favorite guacamole or queso dip. Take your crunch to the next level. Be big, be bold, be adventurous. We got a phone number on here? I'll call these some bitches. I don't care. I've really been looking forward to this. Whew, it's big. Oh my God. Look at this pork rind, man. Hey, Tiny E. Hey, look at that steering wheel, man. That sucker's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a cousin. That's good. The it's a little subtle on the. I don't want to say subtle on the flavor. Very mildly spicy. A little bit of spice.
What about the fact that it's baked over fried, though? Can you taste that?
Not a big deal.
Variance.
Not a big deal. Because I eat those. The bacon. What do they call them? Bakettes or whatever. The baked pork rinds you get in the convenience store. You know what I'm talking?
Frito-Lay skins, bakettes.
Bakettes. It's got kind of that vibe. And I literally live on pork rinds during the week because I don't eat chips because of the carb thing. So but these are better than anything that I'm messing with on the daily for sure. And see, it's like all of these are huge. I mean, look at that. Big ass rinds, man. So I'm definitely a fan of these. I'd like to pick some more of these up, to be honest.
All right. So I have a chip.
Okay.
I pulled from my tower of chips, which, well, I'll just show you real quick if I can get this out. So I've showed it before, but I took an old hat chain and stacked or clipped chips that I have to bring to the show.
You sure did.
So yeah, that's where I pull my chips from every week. I try to go chronological or whatever. I don't know if I'm framed my shot again. Is my shot framed right?
You're good.
Okay. So one of our favorite chips that we do from time to time on the show, and we've done a lot early on, was Uncle Ray's.
Oh yeah, with the nice message.
And the thing about Uncle Ray's is it has a really cool message, and he tells it in like a book form, like with chapters. And this is just a ripple chip.
Okay.
But before we before
Not
we
just
try
a
it.
ripple chip. It's an
This
Uncle
is
Ray's ripple chip.
Chapter 11. So this should have been done a while back. This is Thanksgiving on the Line. The life and times of Uncle Ray. I started in the food industry as a cook and a baker on a Navy destroyer, the USS Bristol. There I learned what to do when life hands you lemons. Only in my case, it was a heap of soggy steamed turkey. The night before Thanksgiving, 1957, I had 12 turkeys inside steam jacket kettles to thaw. Unfortunately, the critical valve leaked, and in the morning I found a dozen bare carcasses and a pile of steamed meat.
The fuck?
Dinner was at noon. I had to work fast. I melted 20 pounds of butter, poured it over the meat, seasoned it, shoved it in the oven at 300 degrees. Meanwhile, I used the drippings from the kettles to make turkey noodle soup and gravy. We had cranberry sauce, mixed vegetables, hot rolls, tossed salad, and pumpkin pie. After dinner, a line of more than 100 stuffed happy soldiers and wives came by the galley to compliment us on the meal, especially the moist, tender turkey.
Okay, they had to use the word moist.
Some lessons in life slip us by, but I remember the one. I learned that Thanksgiving, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade.
Or turkey soup.
And, you know, and the sad thing is they should have made this a really cool, like, turkey chip or something.
Kind of deserves a little more.
Just a plain ripple chip. So, but you always get a really. Oh, I'm sorry. And the most important part is after the chapter, he always gives you a little bit of wisdom. Tonight's message is resourcefulness. Of course, resourcefulness was like the whole theme of that story. Seeing value in objects, ideas, and people, making wise use of time, talent, and resources, repair, reuse, recycle. I don't think Uncle Ray said that.
You don't think so? The most important thing is there a phone number on the back?
It's a good ripple chip. No.
No phone number?
No.
Come on.
This says UncleRays.com. It's like a Wise chip or a. It's not a Frito-Lay kind of chip. It's
right.
It's a good greasy, kind of thin.
Get the butter. Steve, since it's your chip, would you like to give him a call and thank Uncle Ray for his service?
Is Jay still here?
I think Jay, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Well, let's talk about it, Jay. What you think? You think Steve should be the one to call Uncle Ray and thank him for his service?
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
What do you got going on behind you here? Is this paid service?
Yeah, Frank Stallone has bought this ad space. He's got a show coming up.
No, he doesn't.
October 16th. Look over my shoulder there. 5 p.m. 8 p.m. $25 to get in. So cash only too.
How much for the VIP
grill?
meet and greet?
Can you see?
I can't see it over the fan noise. It's distorting my vision.
Hey, what's the phone number?
Now,
All
hey,
right.
Steve, I'll give you a little piece of information. I'm gonna let you kind of take off and do your own thing on it because I think it's only fair. But I will say this:
I feel like I'm in an airplane.
my grandfather was a cook in the Navy.
Well,
So-
you know what's interesting? Actually, when I was reading this story, I had not read it before tonight. My great uncle, who was only like 6 or 7 years older than my father,
Weird.
was also in the Army. And when we lived in San Antonio, he was also in San Antonio. And when he was in San Antonio, he was the head he was like the head of the mess hall, and so we would go have Thanksgiving at the mess hall, and it would be the best you've ever had in your life. It was so stacked with just like everything.
Oh yeah,
it's all amazing.
We still, in my family, we make these things we call paw taters, which is the way my grandfather made potatoes. And it's like you cut them up in little like chunks and you butter them and put them in the oven and bake them. We call them paw taters. We still eat those. So if you could work my grandpa into the story, into your call, that would be great. I mean, the number is...
Get my alcohol out of my mind.
Paw taters.
I'm hoping Jay's fan stops. I think it did.
Tell me, what about your grandpa? He worked in the Navy?
He was a Navy cook on a ship, just like Uncle Ray.
Okay, so what's the number?
Area code.
He was a seaman.
Jay, please. Area code 313-834-0800. If you need my 10-10-321 code, I can.
I'm getting a message right now.
Well, put it on speaker so we can hear it.
Oh, come on, Steve. You can get through.
It was amateur hour?
Your phone number and the purpose of your call so that we may direct your voicemail to the appropriate party. For applicants seeking employment with Uncle Ray's, please email your resume to careers@unclerays.com. To learn more about Uncle Ray's, visit us on the web at www.unclerays.com,
www.
Instagram, or Twitter. The Uncle Ray's team wishes you a beyond good day, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hello, Uncle Ray's team. This is Steve Fever with the Grown Men Record Night show from Twitch and YouTube, and we review chips on our show. We've reviewed over 700 bags of chips, and we've done a lot of Uncle Ray's over the years, and we love the product, and we really love the stories on the back. Tonight we talked about the Ripple chip, which has Thanksgiving on the line, and it talks about being a cook and having trouble making turkey, and it brought to mind a couple of things. One was that Mikey Bananas, host of the show, his grandfather was a cook in the Navy, and one thing that comes to his mind are his paw taters that just he said were amazing. So he must have been a really good cook. And my great uncle was an Army. He was head of the whole mess hall in San Antonio at Fort Sam Houston, and we had Thanksgiving on the base, and it was just the most amazing meal. But these Ripple chips are great, and we just want to tell you, keep up the good work, keep sending those good messages.
Thank you for your service.
And, we're proud of Uncle Ray's. Thank you, and have a wonderful life.
It's very definitive. Very, very definitive. Good call.
Was that a good call?
Good call. That's a good call.
I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to go with it.
You didn't thank him for his service. That's the only critique I would have.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Call him back and thank him for his service.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I forgot
He's probably dead for like 20 years.
Say, let me talk to Ray real quick. That's what you call committing to the bit, folks, right there. That's what it's all about. In this 2021 shit show, we have got to commit to the bit. So, hey, check it out, folks. We're going to go over to the Twitch channel and play some record albums for a little bit longer, and we'll eat some food and play some of these digs, the birthday presents I got, and I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Some good football games.
Yeah, I want to hear that Silverchair and that one that Abigail said you liked.
Yeah, we're going to listen to both of those if nothing else. But yeah, go over there and drop us a follow so you know when we go live, and because we don't just do Friday nights, we're live on Twitch a lot more than we are on YouTube, because YouTube can be weird about stuff.
Hey, do you like the artist Maxfield Parrish?
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
He did a lot of like art for. These are some.
Oh,
cards
actually, artist. I thought you meant like a. Like, is that
the
a
artist Maxfield Parrish?
It's
Yeah,
like
he
a
did
reticulating.
Seeing like early like 20s and 30s magazines for Colliers and stuff like that.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So I also have these cards that Maxfield Parrish cards.
Those are crazy, man.
Yeah, they're really good, really great art, and picked them up a while back because my son, his name is actually Stephen Maxfield, and he's named after Maxfield Parrish.
Neat.
So
those are nice looking.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool cards.
I wish at Underdog Records they had these the sealed packs of Yo MTV Rap cards. Remember that? And in the box.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have bought the whole fucking box of them, man. It's a shame I didn't.
I've got a 1975 Milt Wilcox if anybody's interested.
Oh, I'm interested, baby. That's all. I mean,
free shipping.
No, don't say free shipping. You'll lose your ass, Jay. That's internet scamming 101. You don't get free shipping.
That's where you make your extra bucks.
Yeah.
Shipping.
No, it's handling.
Oh, yeah.
It's shipping and handling, see. So anyway, hey, thanks all you cool folks for hanging out with us. Had a lot of people chilling with us tonight. A lot of people on Twitch. A lot of people on YouTube. A lot of people on Twitch. We're going to go back over here and do some more shit. Sing us out, Steve. Abadi, abadi, abadi. That's all.